Studiosetstage. I'm Cynthia Mallard.
And I'm Marq.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
We are back, guys, and it is, can I just first say, it is so cold, y'all. I can't even function. Like, I literally cannot function,
right.
Okay?
Exactly.
So, anyway, guys, welcome back again, Studiosetstage. We are so happy that you chose to join us once again for the best podcast in the land, where we just talk about, going from 0 to 100.
Oh,
right?
yeah, exactly. To all the studio set stages out there, you could have been anywhere in the world, but we're so glad that you're here with us right now for another edition, another episode of Studio Set Stage.
Yeah. So, how are you guys doing? How are you? Let me first say, my co-host, right?
Yeah.
How are you doing, Marq?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. Hey, I can't complain. No complaints here. Complaining doesn't do any good anyway.
Yeah.
But, hey, we are here another day,
Yes.
And just take it like this. For each day that you get is the first day of the rest of your life.
It is, guys. You just wake up, and like I said, Marq and I have a lot of the same philosophy. You woke up today, guys. Like, you're on here.
Yes.
You're possibly on YouTube listening to us, watching us.
Right.
You might be on Clubhouse listening to us. But you got an opportunity to do it all over again. So, like, if all the stuff was crap yesterday, today it's an opportunity to get it right, or to work toward getting it right.
Oh,
right?
no doubt.
So,
no
yeah.
doubt. Got to keep it moving.
Yes,
we
do. We do. So a lot has happened, guys, since like I said, we're kicking off 2021. 2021 for us, I can say it's moving, guys. A lot of things that we are working on, as we have told you before, and it has been a struggle, guys. I mean, it has been a struggle.
Yeah, it's it's not for the faint. Any thing that's worth it's worth the success or getting to the success is part of the journey. The struggle is definitely part of that. And you have to through it all just continue to keep pushing forward, and it's not easy. We've had a lot of events that's happened this year. Kicked off, starting eventful from an attempted coup to, now we have a new president, new administration.
What's up, my Vice President Kamala Harris?
President Biden and
right.
Vice President Harris. And, you also have now, with the pandemic, it's still continuing. We are in the midst. And I was just looking at the press conference that they had the other day with President Biden. He was saying it's going to get probably worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
the vaccines and everything,
with everything like that,
it's really crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think people, like I said, people are in what we call panic mode, and you gotta, you gotta stop, you gotta slow down, and you got to listen to what officials are telling you, telling us, telling everybody, really.
Yeah, exactly.
They are going to get the vaccine to everyone, right? They are going to get the vaccine to everyone, but you gotta wait it out. And there's a process. There's a process to what's happening.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And this mess took some time, to get into. But Rome wasn't built in a day. But at the same time, you can do what's doable to protect yourself. Of course, we're here, but we've been quarantining, just back to basics. Wearing masks when we're out and about.
Oh my God, I have my mask on, y'all. When I say I have a mask all day, every day, everywhere I go. A lot of you guys follow us, and I promise you, if I'm going to the grocery store, if I'm going to work out, guys, I'm totally I'm masked up. It's just what it is. It's our new normal. It's our next normal, and I am following it wholeheartedly.
You got to follow, those guidelines, because actually it's those guidelines that will keep you here, to see another day. Over the past couple of weeks, I've lost some family members. Lost family members. We've had, as Larry King. They were saying, well, he was 86 or around that age, but he succumbed to COVID-19.
Hank Aaron.
Yeah,
Hammering course, want to send our condolences to the family. ATL royalty, world royalty.
Yeah,
you know?
legend.
Yes,
legend.
Exactly.
Baseball legend. Home run king, held that title down for many years.
755, Mr. 755. So
yes,
we
indeed.
love you so very much. Like I said, there's so many casualties behind this. You know, Biden said something earlier. I just wanted to bring it up. He's like, we're in a war. This is a war.
Yeah.
This is absolutely equivalent to all of the wars, the physical wars that we have fought in the past, in the history of this country.
Yeah, over 400,000 you know, deaths.
Yeah.
So you know, guys, to everybody that's out there, hey, I want to get back to being out, but you know, you have to be careful in this thing. It's literally gone from brick and mortar to click and order to being virtual. So, you know, with that, and we've all experienced those growing pains.
We have. But listen, we're here while you're quarantining. We're here, right?
Yeah, we're here.
Right, we're here. So we can talk to you. You can talk to us. Once again, you know, I just want to make sure that you guys know, before we move forward, you know, we're on all digital social platforms.
Yes.
At Studiosetstage.
Yes, you can find us. Studiosetstage.com.
Yeah.
And by the way, like, share, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and check out our Studiosetstage store.
Yeah, which is doing great, guys. And we have, oh my God, so much gratitude to all of you who have just been supporting us. We thank you so very much. Yo, listen, you do go to the store, you cop an item, be sure y'all, listen, take a picture,
get the shirt,
tag us.
Take a picture and tag us. Yes. And tag Studiosetstage. Do that, because everyone that, you know, is in this industry, if you are in entertainment, music, if you're doing arts, if you in front of the camera, behind the camera,
side the camera,
if you're
on the couch,
if you in front of the mic, if you behind the boards, if you're a producer, actor, you know,
your child is doing virtual gymnastics, virtual ballet. How many of y'all parents out there know y'all got those
tastemakers?
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all know.
Everybody.
Y'all are part of this community. So again, we thank you so very much for that. And again, like you said, reach us, email studiosetstage@gmail.com. Studiosetstage@gmail.com.
Say it one more time.
Do I have to really? Yes. Okay, so studiosetstage@gmail.com. Get at us, okay?
Yes.
So listen, guys. So like we were saying, it's been challenging. It's been a challenging couple of weeks. If you know Mardine, you know myself. We're just always like striving to be the best, the best versions of ourselves.
Oh, no doubt. That's what it's about. I mean, every day, you know, when you stop growing, stop, you know, learning, stop developing, you know, it's, you know, what's going on. I think every day I learn something new. And I suggest, you know, it's about a mindset, really having the mindset, the proper mindset to place yourself there and know that whatever you believe and you can achieve, you can do it, you know. But you have to, you know, like they said, you know, scripture says faith without works is dead. So you have to equate the effort with the faith, and surround yourself with those individuals that encourage and help push you know, you to want to achieve your goals.
I will tell you, you know, I mean, I know what you just said. I mean, it is so true, guys. You have to think it. You have to put like action towards your goal. You know, we talked about this last time, but you know, I had a, you know, I felt like, I'll be honest with you, I felt like it was like a setback, like just a couple of weeks ago, guys. And you know, often we don't really talk about, you know, the L's that we take sometimes, you know, or we should say our perceived L's. And I'll be honest with you, like this one, that particular one a couple of weeks ago, like it hit me hard. It hit me so hard, guys. I mean, I'm just like, how many of you kids just can relate to it? Just, you're like setting up and it seems like it's going great. And then you just get like, the notice that it's not yours, or that whatever that opportunity is not yours, and you're like, are you freaking kidding me? I have been laying seeds, for a long time on this. And so anyway, that happened to me just like I said, these last couple of weeks. Got hit with that news, and I was just like, you know what, God, you're like, God, what are you saying? What are you saying to me?
Yeah, I think
proceed.
And it's again, it goes back to your mindset. What you perceive as an L might be maybe another level of, and it just might be another etch in where you're supposed to be going.
Like a redirection. I mean, we hear it all the time.
I feel
like rejection is not rejection, is actually redirection. So you hear that, but and you know that, and you believe that, right? But sometimes I know many of you can relate, when it happens to you, it is tough. It is tough to see the rainbow.
And that's why you have to stay, it's a constant thing. Within the journey, one thing that's constant is you have to stay motivated, and you have to look at it, because you're not going to always achieve or land where you want to be, but indirectly, that setback might be a setup.
Yes, right.
For
setback to set up, baby.
Yeah, it might be a setup.
I love that. Yeah,
to place you on another level. So
exactly.
Setbacks, guys. And I did a this might have been like about a year and a half ago, pre-COVID. But I did a workshop, and they were talking about when you're dealing with those kind of like setbacks, when you had been working, and what's next after that. Well, what's next is you got to keep moving forward,
because a lot of people in our business, I know, like we were talking about, like a lot of artists have been shut down, like as far as like they're not able to hold concerts,
right?
The money has stopped flowing,
exactly.
So, and now a lot of artists are at home, depending on what area of Studiosetstage you're working in. Like you're at home, and you have virtual, of course, but what you knew before, it takes a toll on your mental state, because you're like, Jesus, that was my livelihood. So now what do I do now?
Right. And it's not, again, it's not for the faint. You might be in, it might be variable situations where you say to yourself, well, man, I just was prepping and I had everything set up. Now I got hit with this roadblock. And now I got to redirect, reset, recalibrate. But sometimes it's in that where, and I've said it before, it's not the big things. Sometimes it might be
just the small things,
the smallest things that can make the world of difference.
I agree.
Sometimes stopping that roadblock might be maybe, for a reason. It might be to stay, okay, wait a minute. All right, I'm here. I've done this. I've done these things. Now, okay, what did I miss? And a lot of times, you're not going to always get it right. But the thing is, if you're able to build on what you have done, and then constantly think about it, again, Rome wasn't built in a day, but just do what's doable and keep moving and keep that in your mindset. It's all about, it really is.
I'll be honest with you, like I said, I get a lot of like correspondence, like you guys are DMing me and emailing me or whatever, about how you feel, when you have gone through that and you've tried to do certain things and it doesn't work out.
Right.
Listen, guys, me and Marq, we can relate. And you want to go through a Molotov cocktail through the window of whoever it is, who you perceived was in your way to getting to your goal. But realistically, you have to come back to reality, okay? We don't want you out there doing that crazy,
Exactly. Yeah, don't.
The mind is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it is. It is. And it can take you.
It can take you on a journey.
Right. It can definitely take you. You know, so you want to make sure that, you know, you keep your eyes on the prize. You know, don't let distractions become your priorities when it comes to those things, because there's a lot of distractions out there. A lot of things that can pull you this way, pull you off course, and that's what it's about. You know, you got to maintain that the mindset that will lead you to moving forward, even if you fail. You know, like they were saying, you know, fail forward. You know, keep pushing, and eventually you'll get there. You might maybe, okay, I achieved some inches today, and then tomorrow, you know, it might be, man, I've gained some yardage. So that's what it's about. You know,
let me tell you guys, I know, I know a lot of people will tune in because you're looking to elevate, you know, in Studiosetstage and around Studiosetstage. One thing that I have found, and it's been pretty cool. I know everybody's like talking about it's like the new social media deal, but Clubhouse, right? So a lot of us now we have migrated to Clubhouse, which is a really cool app. Used for networking, gaining opportunities, just meeting people in whatever business that you're in, you know, culinary, maybe you're in sports, maybe you're in entertainment, just whatever you're in, right? And it's an invite only app. And I have been thoroughly, when I say thoroughly, impressed, guys, with Clubhouse, because you're able to, people who you never felt like you could ever reach, right?
Right.
You're able to reach them, guys, on Clubhouse, and these are people who could change your life even overnight. So I think that's been really cool, the networking portion of Clubhouse.
Matter of fact, we're actually kind of doing kind of a live simulcast with us doing the podcast now, and I will tell you, I've been on for since, I want to say, maybe the end of December.
Wow.
Coming in and been able to definitely connect with some people, key people, and it's about networking. I kind of view it as kind of like the new virtual conference rooms, if you will.
It is,
but you know, it's just scratching the surface.
Me too. I'm new too, guys. So if you're connecting with me, you know, of course, I'm there at Cynthia Mallard, right?
Yeah, I'm there at Marq.
And
you know, and eventually, as it expands, you know, I look at it as another avenue for the platform, for Studiosetstage, and other ventures as well. So, you know, guys, you know, and I feel if it's something that's positive, you know, now, you know, you always gonna have some knuckleheads.
You got some rooms. Let me tell you,
wherever you are,
you got some rooms on Clubhouse that will take you down the rabbit hole, and you'll be in a rabbit hole for like 8 hours, and you're like, how the hell did I get here?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
Well, you got those rooms. You got them busted rooms.
Well,
the busted challenge. You get it. I said I was gonna do a busted challenge, and then of course my husband was like, I don't think you want to do that. Basically, I mean, I think it's cool though. You know what I'm saying? You know, every generation comes with something, and I think it's cool. A lot of the busted challenges, like, of course, some of them have been scandalous. I know, but there have been some that have been like really, really fun, like the one with the cane.
Oh yeah. No, they had another one. Cool. They had another one say, "Bust your hiney on the floor."
The same busted challenge though.
Yeah, but it was but they, man, there were some folks that met their half. Like, you know, I think they had somebody come in with a stretcher because they broke their ankles. They was trying to do the busted challenge.
You can't do everything. You can't do everything, guys. You can't do everything. So, but so if you haven't, like a lot of people,
salute to those
that are great. Right. But a lot of people, like I said, you guys tune in just to hear like what we're thinking, you know, what's on our minds and things like that. So we appreciate that. But I'm going to tell you, Clubhouse is a good one. It's a good one. I was kind of leery of it. I'm gonna be honest with you. a lot of people were like, you need to accept my invitation to Clubhouse. And I was just kind of like,
yeah.
I
got
don't
a couple
know.
of invites.
I was like, I don't know. I don't know
yeah.
if I should or not. But I will tell you guys, yeah, just go ahead. You get your invite and get on, man, and just jump in to all of the rooms, because I promise you, I know this term was used in 2020 a lot, leveling up, but I love it. I still use it. It's a great way to level up your knowledge, man.
Yeah. And just any medium that will help to encourage that, to help build, because there's several things out there, there's nothing that's, I feel, that's, you can't attain, but you have to do diligence. You got to do diligence, and with anything, because not everything's for everybody, but at the same time, if you see an opportunity there, to not only, help, but, help others and also be of service, then that's what it's about.
I agree.
So definitely. But you had something that was really great that happened. I know we were talking about setbacks and different things, but you actually had in that setback, though, you actually had a setup for another opportunity, man, that you had recently.
Well, I mean, everyone knows, like, I continue. I'm a working actor. I'm a working speaker. I'm a working coach. Right. And I wanted to just use 2021 just to inspire.
Right.
I've always felt like that, to inspire and to uplift, and just to be in a real positive space. As you grow, you get older, you learn more. Your mind expands.
Of course.
If your mind's not growing, it's not expanding, then there's a problem, and you need to check the people who you are surrounded by, like you were saying earlier. So this past weekend, I was able, some weeks ago, I was asked to host. And so, guys, you know that I've worked in media for over 20 years, and I've done several different things in the arena, and absolutely love it. Sometimes it gives me butterflies. Sometimes I'm like, can I do this or whatever? But this weekend I hosted a LinkedIn Microsoft LinkedIn workshop and career fair. It was presented, of course, by my beloved sorority, the Marietta Roswell alumni chapter out of Georgia. So anyway,
what was the sorority?
It's very great. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. So again, Marietta Roswell alumni chapter, and guys, I learned so much. Obviously, I was the host, so it was a great opportunity, guys. But I learned so much, and being a hostess, yes, there's a certain type of skill that goes along with that, and moving things along, and knowing what to say and how to say and where to say it and why to stop, and just all kinds of other things that go in with hosting. And I talk about it. I think I did a tutorial on it too, because a lot of people love to host, but it's not as glamorous as you might think it is, guys. It's a whole nother level, especially if you're going to host correctly, and you're going to do it right, and you're going to do it to where people feel comfortable. There's a certain finesse that goes with that. But so I was able to do that, and just a wealth of information, guys. I mean, but like I said, I was the face, but really who did all the work, who really made it happen, a couple of my sorors, Olivia Blakemore, Janice Benford. Just want to say shout out to our president, Marietta Roswell alumni chapter, Madame Lori Reed, soror, and I'm thankful to them. But you just never know the things. And then there's some other things also that I can't talk about it right now, but that just drop out of the sky, and you'd be like I told you before, which you already know. And like one day you're like, next day you're like, next day you're like, So
it's a hurry up and wait scenario.
A lot of people, and I know a lot of people. A lot of people are like, that's a bull way to live your life. But it's not. I like taking risk in life. No, it doesn't always end up great, but I like taking the risk. You know.
And you know, especially when you you have to think about family and you have to think about all those things. It elevates from risk to calculated risk. And so, you know, I just wanted to definitely commend you.
Thank
and
you.
Congratulate you on that. You know, I thought that, you know, that was really, really some major stuff. And, you know, you was working your craft. And that's what it's about. It's about working your craft, guys. Remember that Studiostage is out there. You know, don't let a setback deter you. You keep moving forward and you never know what's around the corner.
I'm telling you, y'all, and I'm going to tell you, he's telling the truth, guys, because, you know, we're saying this now, right? But when I got the news, you know, and it's happened before. Like, I remember like a long time ago, like, I got let go. There was a budget. There was a merger happening in one of the media companies that I was working at, and this is a long time ago, but I you know, they tapped me on my shoulder. So many of you guys who are in Studiosetstage, you already know about that tap on the shoulder. And like I said, this entertainment, this media work, all of it, it works totally different than say your regular 8 to 5 job. Like it's a tap on the shoulder and it's an escort out. Immediately. There's no, let you finish to whatever it is. And it doesn't matter. It can be a merger. You could be great. You could be fabulous at what you do. Like you could be great. Like you could be making the company money. But if it comes down to there's a merger and we got to get rid of some people, they're making too much money. It's kind of just what happens, you know. Everybody knows, you know.
Everybody, you know, that's
works film, television. It all works the same way.
And in this thing, it's a 25-8 situation, and you know, it could be where you know you're down to the final stretch. I've been in situations where there's been projects where it came down to the final stretch, and then right at the 13th hour, it was like, you know, we on a technicality. So but,
I rolled on the floor. I rolled on the floor.
You know,
I'll tell you, we used to have a condo down in Atlanta, but when I say I rolled on that wooden floor like back and forth for like hours. Can you imagine me, guys, rolling around on the floor from left to right, just crying and crying and crying. About 2 weeks later, I got picked up by somebody else.
Right, exactly. And same thing, you know, where okay, got down to the wire, project stalled, but then a couple of days later, got a phone call, and then, you know, material was used, was licensed for another film project. So, you know, it's those things that's going on.
Guys, we have been through it, and we are continuing to go through it, and we are just pushing through it, and we just hope that you're pushing through it, you know, with us. So anyway, I wanted to talk about the new project. Oh, it's not really new. American Skin, guys. American Skin.
Oh, yes. American Skin.
So have you guys been watching Netflix?
Actually, you can, because a lot of the mediums, like I know it's on I think not Netflix, but I think it's Amazon. It's
Prime. Also there too. But it's also on Netflix, guys. So that's why I
caught it on Netflix.
Caught it on Netflix, guys.
Amazon Prime.
And when I say the actor, unbelievable, guys. Nate Parker. Nate Parker, guys. You got to watch it. It is, when I say it is the most uncomfortable film I've seen in a very long time. And it's as a performer myself. I was like, kudos to him.
Very compelling drama. It's raw. It's dealing with what is not, you know, some people like to say it's the elephant in the room. But I say it's more like Godzilla in the room. Dealing with police brutality, racial profiling,
cops,
the whole
everything. It's just, oh my gosh.
The
families.
Interpretations of how cops view, you know, African Americans, and just really comes down to the situation of the brutal police brutality that has taken place over the past, well, you know, I would say decades of it.
Yes.
But really, where it's come to a head,
and the ingrained thinking that is passed on from generation to generation. So we don't want to give away too much, but the way it unfolds, the way the story is told, the outcome. Yes. The outcome is something that you would never believe.
Right.
The middle part is something that you would never believe.
Right.
The beginning is something that you would never believe.
You don't want to give it away. No. If you guys haven't seen it yet, definitely go on. Definitely check it out. American Skin. It is amazing.
We just want to say shout out to Nate Parker. Beyond just the message, but the art and the skill of putting that together. We just want to say shouts out to you, man.
Also, Mallard Hardwick was in it.
Yes. A lot of noted actors and some newcomers also.
Veteran actor, I think. I'm trying to think of.
I can't think of it.
Michael Warren.
Okay,
he's been in the game for a long time. I think I remember watching him as a little one. But he was great. Great cast. Definitely, guys, American Skin is definitely a movie you want to check out.
Definitely, guys. So listen, of course, we are coming off of our King holiday. Yeah. And I know we were talking before, just talking about, King's birthday and King Day and things like that. But one thing I know, I just want to talk to you guys. We were talking on King Day with our son, guys, and he was just asking us about King, outside of the things that they taught him at school.
Exactly.
And it was just a great day of just educating. Our son is 6 years old, and it's just, I'm just praying that these conversations are happening in all African American homes, what I'm saying? Because many of you Studiosetsstagers, many of you guys have children, and you would be doing a disservice not to fill your children in. I know we're all busy. Like you may be a gaffer, maybe you're a writer, you're just maybe a parent of a child who wants to go into this business.
Right.
Race politics still dictates every single thing. And so I just know we spent King Day just really educating and just watching like all of the amazing King videos and documentaries across all platforms. And I just wanted to say that because it just was enlightening, realizing like how far we've come, but then how much further we need to go.
Oh yeah. It definitely was, definitely in talking to I call him Little Man, and just kind of explaining to him, the accomplishments of Dr. Martin Luther King, but also the struggles, the ultimate sacrifice that he gave for and being of service, which
that's what it's all about, right?
Emphasis of MLK Day has been, recently it's about being of service, but he was always about going above and beyond and being of service. One of his greatest speeches, like he's known for, I have a dream, but one of his speeches that always remained at the top for me was his drum major instinct. Being a drum major for peace, but being a drum major to say, well, look, I'm not going to sit back and be silent when I see injustice, or if I see, the systemic racism, rearing its head. I'm going to stand up, even towards his later years, as he, spoke out about the Vietnam War. That was not popular.
Exactly.
So, and even a lot of people that supported him, as far as civil rights with other aspects of it, from voting rights to, just doing that, they kind of separated, or they distanced themselves away from him because he spoke out about the Vietnam War, which came out. Hindsight is 2020, it was true.
But you got, but you have to also, think, for you to be silent, and this is just the times that we are living in. For you to be silent means that you go along with the status quo.
Oh, exactly.
And that's the most important thing. Your silence just means you're with the Proud Boys. Oh, did I say the Proud Boys? I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to say Proud Boys.
Well, no,
but I'm just saying you get what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
So with Black History coming up,
yes,
Black History Month, that really, we all know that Black History is every single day because we are Americans, right? 365 days of the year. But to some people, it's just a month. So I just want to say, guys, no matter what profession that you're in, you should be focusing on Black History, what it means to America, right?
Right.
Think about all of the things that Black people have contributed, that they continue to contribute.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
And what we are doing in the landscape. No more is it, we're just going to talk about George Washington Carver, or then we're just going to talk about King, or we're only going to talk about who's someone that when we were growing up, that the only Black people you learned about, like 3 Black people, I think, coming up or whatever. It's also Juju, who got the watch line. It's also Shakira, who got the latch and hook line that's popping. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's also Cynthia and Marq, who are exercising their freedom of speech on this platform. The Studiosetstage podcast. So it's everybody. It's everybody. It's your children. Right. It's your children. You got these little kids. It's the Black boys and girls who have lost their lives in the middle of Black Lives Matter.
Right. And actually understanding, on top of that, really getting a true understanding of what the civil rights movement is about and why it's not just a part of history. It's now. It's present. Yeah. Civil rights is ongoing. Yeah. Actually, just with this major election that just had taken place, exercising that right to vote, understanding the power of exercising that right to vote, and how it made changes, and how that's how you really start in the process of that.
I know a lot of you like Cynthia, I'm not really versed in what, to tell my kids, or I'm not really versed in it's okay. Like, we're not perfect. Like, we're not perfect. Like, we don't know everything. Like, we don't have everything just to a T, all the I's dotted, all the T's crossed. But you know what you can do is you can talk about it. Yeah. You can talk about it. It's just like we talk about Studiosetstage and whatever it is that you do. Exactly. Right? You don't have everything perfect just yet. Exactly. But you do have some things that you're working on. The ball is rolling.
Right. And it's about starting. Yeah. It's about starting and start the process. Because in the process, that's where you can make progress. Yes, but you have to start. And Cynthia, you said a mouthful, but for me, and even like you said, we was talking with Lil Man, and just telling him, that MLK Day is not just a day where you have a day off. It's about really taking a moment and taking some time to understand the importance of why there is an MLK Day. The reason why, and not get caught up in the watered down version of that, and really understand at the core of it, it's about being of service and making a difference. Right. And, knowing the impact of you taking that approach can have a lasting effect and impression on the world, and leave it a little bit better than it was when you were here. Possibly, and actually have it resonate for future generations down the line. That's and I just want to definitely say, in light of that, we're right on the cusp of Black History Month, and project that's been near and dear to me. We've talked about it before. My single, and it actually moved and motivated me to write it, and it's a song entitled For My People, which actually was co-written by my little man. Yeah. But in that process, in him seeing it and seeing what's going on with these all of this brutality and all of these things that's going on, they have the same color as me, right now. Yeah. I'm seeing all these things, and as I was composing, producing the track, he came in and just like, Daddy, I really like that. Yeah. He said, what is it about? And I told him what the song was about. And it's actually a song that focuses on just that, what's going on in terms of with police brutality. When we saw what happened with George Floyd, we saw what happened with Breonna Taylor, and all these things.
Just to name a few.
Jacob Blake. Yes. And that's just to name a few, just within just the course of 1 year. Mm. So we're just talking about 2020. We're not talking about, the years prior. Yes. Or, what was going on, especially, forget about talking about civil rights. But there's hundreds of thousands of these instances that, wasn't caught on film, wasn't caught on your smart because they didn't have the technology. Yeah. But, it's these things, and to sweep it under the rug would be to turn away from, turn a blind eye. So guys, away from it.
Black History Month, again, like I said, we are going to bring to you just some folks, some us that are just doing great things, guys. Exactly. Okay, so I hope you will tune in for we want you to tune in like forever, but definitely for Black History Month. Yes. We are going to bring to you, like I said, some people doing some great things and who exemplify everything, like the shoulders that we stand on. Right. They really are building, and they come from different areas. So it's not just a Studiosetstage arena. They come from different areas also. So, and also, guys, like if you have some suggestions of some folks, some us that are popping, we would love to hear from you. Again, just real quick, I'll throw that in there again. Studiosetstage@gmail.com. Just get at us, like let us know about them, okay?
And don't forget to listen to us on Spotify, Studiosetstage, Apple Podcasts, also Google Podcasts, radio.com app. Yeah. And just continue to reach out to us, email us, check us out, Studiosetstage.com as well, guys.
Yeah, we just wanted to throw that in there. Yeah. But I know that as we come up on Black History Month, there is an amazing biopic coming out. It's actually going to be airing this weekend. Wendy Williams, guys. So we definitely have to spotlight her. She is our fellow Studiosetstage-stager. We are here in Atlanta. And, I look up to her. I know it's about this whole gossip and, we understand, kind of how she's built that. But a lot of times people don't think about, and of course I know, and because we are in this business, but even before all this craziness surrounded her, it takes skill, it takes a tenacity to be successful. And her arena was radio. Then she moved over to television, right, as a host. And it takes amazing spirit. To make it to the level that she has made it to, if you just rip away, like I said, all of the crazy topics and all of the, other things that she's had to deal with, just at the base, the foundation, guys, she should be lauded for that. So listen, we'll see the biopic, we'll see the documentary, the movie, Lifetime this weekend.
Yes, I would definitely be checking it out.
I think we all will. No doubt. I've watched Wendy Williams for a long, long time. Yes. And like I said, just a fellow radio gal, fellow media gal. I just take my hats off to her, being able just to continue, even through all of, the adversity.
Yeah, even in the midst of everything.
I'm going to be honest with you. I know many of you probably won't agree with me, but she's winning. Yeah. And she's been winning for a long time. Yes, despite all of the other craziness but who doesn't have craziness in their life? Yeah. Who does not? I can tell you guys, and I was talking with one of my sorors about it, there has been nights where, I have a 9-month-old, and I remember my night, she vomited all over me. In the middle of the night. Yeah. Okay, and
a lot of late nights and early mornings, right?
Yeah, or the times that when your child is sick and you're in the middle of putting a show together.
Oh yeah.
And all these things are happening or breaking out, but you're trying to remain composed.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different things that everyone has to deal with.
Yeah.
You don't see the backstory. You don't see that part.
Right. Well, like I said, in this thing, it's always the end result.
Yeah.
And you don't really see, okay, man, what happens as soon as I get out of bed, or even if I went to bed, or even if I got some rest. So, it's all part of the journey, but that's what you can't get engulfed in, not taking a moment and absorbing it all in, because that's what actually builds, that's what builds the foundation.
Oh, it's tough. It's tough. And there are many days, I wake up sometimes and I'll just, I'll admit it. I'm exhausted. A lot of times I'm just like, I'm exhausted. I need to get back into bed. Mm-hmm. Right. I'm exhausted. What am I going to do? And then something just kind of, I always say it's the Holy Spirit. It's God. And says, okay, Cynthia, take that break. Right. Take that rest. Lay down for 30 minutes or whatever. Go walk for 30 minutes, but you need to reset yourself. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it doesn't happen in that particular day. Right. Sometimes it doesn't happen for 2 or 3 days. Sometimes it happens maybe the following month. Right. But it just takes you realizing, acknowledging that.
Oh yeah, you have to. You have to acknowledge it, and you have to make sure that you make sure that you do make sure that you check out and check yourself first, and make sure that you take the time out. It's all about using time wisely. It is. And making the right decisions, and making sure that you don't sacrifice yourself down to the point where you can't be of use or being useful in that standpoint. But it's tough. But hey, this too, whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're going through, it will pass.
It shall
You
pass.
have to keep moving forward.
This too shall pass, I always say, right? So listen, guys, we already told you, you are watching us here on YouTube, or you're listening to us on every top podcast platform. We just appreciate you guys. We really just thank you for riding with us. As we always say, every episode, there is some great things that are about to happen to you.
Yes.
There are great things that are about to happen to you. There are great things that are going to happen to us. But I'm going to leave you. We're going to leave you with this. You may not think that it's happening fast enough for you, right? Mm-hmm. So your time and God's time is totally different. And I think I wrote about this before. You may say, wow, it's been 10, 15, 20 years, right? Since I've had my opportunity, my big opportunity, right? Mm-hmm. But to God, you may say, oh, it's only been 5 minutes since I gave you that last opportunity.
Right.
You're thinking it's 20 years it's gone by. And God is like, we're right on schedule. It was 5 minutes ago. I plan to give it to you in the next 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Okay. So you gotta just know, stay on the track. Stay on your track, okay?
Right.
So we love you guys. Anything else? I can't remember.
Oh no. I mean, you said a mouthful. Like I said, it takes probably 10 years to become an overnight success. So you have to continue to do that. And definitely, guys, I have enjoyed it. Studiosetstage is out there. Please give us a thumb up, like, subscribe, and we appreciate all the love, support, and hey. Come back. We're going to do it again.
We will. So for Marq Dean, I'm Cynthia Mallard. This is Studiosetstage. Catch you next week.